This video gives you 2 more assignments to code psychology experiments using MATLAB and Psychtoolbox. These assignments will be the same as the first 2 number experiments, except that participants will not be performing the greater or less than 5 task. Instead, their task is to judge whether the n, the digit you show them, or the number of dots you show them is odd or even. Experiment 3 should be identical to experiment 1, other than the change in the task. Experiment 4 should be identical to experiment 2, again other than the change in task. Here I want to show you what the finished experiments look like. Let's go to MATLAB. Number experiment 3 is similar to the first experiment. On each trial, participants will see a Roman numeral. Their task is to press the left arrow if the digit shown to them is odd. In this case, it's left. Okay. If the digit shown to them is even, they press the right arrow. So you can see here the stimulus presentation is identical to what I had before. However, the task that participants have to do differs. Instead of judging whether the number is greater or less than 5, their task is to evaluate parity of the digit. So let's quit out of here. Now let's take a look at experiment 4. This one will be the same as experiment 3 in terms of the task. So participants are going to be evaluating whether the number shown to them is odd or even. However, this time the presentation format changes. So the format here is the same as in experiment 2. They see a bunch of dots and they have to evaluate whether the number of dots shown to them is odd or even. So in this case here we have 6 dots, so that's even, we press the right arrow. Okay, you can see this task is actually pretty challenging. I made a mistake over there. So let's go back to our presentation. I want to give you just one hint for completing this part of the assignment. In particular, you will only need to change one line of code from the codes you've already written in experiments 1 and 2. You don't need to write a whole new experiment. You might think that given that you're changing the task, there must be a number of places that you have to change your code. For these experiments, actually, that's not the case. The line of code that you need to change in this particular setup is the line that determines whether the response is correct or not. So previously, it says if the number is greater than 5 and participants pressed the right button, then they're correct. Okay, you should change that line to say if the number is odd, they should press left. If the number is even, it should press right. So that's a fairly simple change. I won't give you a solution to these assignments, but I will link my code on the website so you have access to it. Have fun with these assignments.